Mark Wahlberg, Melissa Joan Hart, Kat Von D among stars proudly sharing their faith in Hollywood. Wahlberg says it's the most important thing in his life. The end of the year is a time when many reflect on their faith and its importance in their lives, which is something numerous stars in Hollywood support. Mark Wahlberg has spoken openly and proudly throughout the year about how his Catholic faith has impacted his life, highlighting how it has helped him achieve things and be more disciplined. Others, like Melissa Joan Hart and Alexa Pena-Vega, focus on how faith impacts their parenting. Read on for more stars sharing their faith and beliefs with the world. Wahlberg is a devout Catholic and never shies away from his faith. In March, the 51-year-old star told SSN 24 News Digital he attributes his achievements to his devotion to God, saying, "It's just the most important aspect of my life. It's the most important thing. It's afforded me all the things that I've been able to accomplish in my life, my faith, my discipline," he continued. The month prior, Wahlberg appeared on Today on Ash Wednesday to talk about his beliefs. "It's not popular in my industry, but, I cannot deny my faith," he said at the time. "It's important for me to share that with people." Joan Hart is a proud mom of 3 boys, Mason, Braden, and Tucker, with her husband of 20 years, Mark Wilkerson, and she told SSN 24 News Digital in October that faith is a key component in how she raises them. "There is a lot of outreach through churches and they learn a lot there as well. But, a big part of it is just letting people know they're loved. And I think our faith is a big part of that," she said. "We're Christian. And so we are shown love through Jesus, and then we share that love." She also focuses on trying to keep them from being spoiled. "It's hard to make sure you're teaching them how to grow up with the right amount of struggles. There are so many worries and things that, of course, are plaguing our world right now. But I just think if you show them love, even if you don't have all the things, right? If you just show your kids love, I've come to this conclusion, it starts with that. If you teach your kids love, you show them that they are loved and supported, they will share that with the rest of the world. And that's all we need right now." Kat Von D recently restored her relationship with God, as she detailed on the Relatable with Allie Beth Stuckey podcast in November. She explained that in her 20s, she had a free-thinking mentality to question everything, especially authority, and sought out New Age practices like witchcraft, meditation and yoga. The tattoo artist and entrepreneur changed her mind one fateful night and tossed all her books on the subject. "I don't want these crutches in my life anymore, and that's what really I saw them as," the 41-year-old said. "I just want Jesus, and it's a very narrow road. I feel like all these breathing techniques, or spell work, nature worship, all these things, they're just crutches. They're not really my answer." Von D described herself as on fire for Jesus, adding, "I don't plan on this dimming out." The LA Inc. star was baptized in October and said she deliberately chose to share it on social media. "To publicly proclaim this was me setting some things right. Just for me. It has nothing to do with, my church isn't involved in that thought process. It was important to me to share that," she said. Wonder Years star Danica McKellar's life has changed in many ways since her move to Tennessee in 2022, which she called a total quality of life improvement. She also began exploring her faith, a newer addition to her life that coincided with her move. "I would not say I've embraced religion so much as relationship. I found my faith, and it's been an amazing life changer," she said. "I have this sense that everything's going to be fine in a way that I never really had before." McKellar credits longtime friend and fellow child star Candace Cameron Bure with helping her on her path. "I am so grateful to Candace Cameron Bure for bringing me into this era of my life. She really had a lot to do with it," McKellar said. "Also my dad. He's been a believer for a long time. It's just been a beautiful, beautiful gift, and it feels so good, and I want everyone to have that feeling." McKellar also said in September she has set a challenge for herself. "I'm reading the Bible this year all the way through, which has been a really amazing journey. It's a lot. It's a really long book," she said with a laugh. "But I'm going to finish by the end of the year, and it's been amazing." The Spy Kids star has been leading by example when it comes to instilling faith in her children. "The best way I could teach them about faith was just operating in my faith in front of them," Pena-Vega told SSN 24 News Digital. "Obviously, we talk about stories of the Bible. That's fun and exciting. But I think the biggest thing is, what does the relationship with God look like? Because there's learning about the Bible, but then there's real relationship." Pena-Vega also spoke about the power of giving back to those in need. I feel like it's a limitless place of giving that occurs because you realize all of this is a gift. Everything we've been given is such a blessing from God. So, who am I to be stingy and hold something back? Because, at the end of the day, if somebody needs to be provided for and you can do that, I know that I can freely give knowing that I will be covered. Former Sports Illustrated model and entrepreneur Kathy Ireland has been passionate about her faith ever since she opened a Bible one fateful night when she was 18. I didn't know how to read it. And I was a rebellious teenager questioning who really knows the truth, who really knows what's right or wrong. And as I read, I just knew that what I was holding in my hands was the truth and my life forever changed, she told SSN 24 News Digital in November. Understanding her relationship with God took a very long time, and she admits to having been arrogant in her initial reading of the Bible. I was picking and choosing, and I was trying to mold God into what I wanted him to be rather than surrendering and allowing him to mold me into the person he made me to be, she said. I love the scripture that says the one who is forgiven much, loves much. So, I love a whole bunch, and I'm so grateful. I'm a slow learner, and I'm just so grateful he's so patient, she added. Twilight star Peter Facinelli told SSN 24 News Digital it is important for him to lean on his faith, not just in the bad times, but the good as well. I think it's easy to find faith when you have a tough time, when something hard is happening in your life, you become a believer quickly because there's a higher power that you're talking to get you through it, Facinelli said. He continued, I think it's harder to find that faith when things are going well, and I like to continue to tap into that higher self and the higher energy and the universe and in God on a daily basis. Facinelli was raised Catholic and still follows a spiritual practice, made up of meditation and prayer to focus on his connection. Being able to have faith on a daily basis I think is important, so it's not just like you're asking the big man for a favor whenever things go sideways, he said. Having that connection with the higher zone, being able to get guidance is important for everybody. And even the firm non-believer even will become a believer when their life is on the line or something is happening in their life that is daunting in that respect.